The rush for the gold began last night on NXT Gold Rush Week 1, but the race kind of whimpered out. It finished, it came to a halt. It was like a legless race. There was no legs.
It was nuggets running down a field.
There was no title changes, no titles changed hands, no gold was exchanged, and in the end, nothing really happened. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling for your NXT preview. I mean, Week 1, Gold Rush, in terms of the card, it looked good. In terms of what actually happened, it wasn't that great.
The segments were much better than the matches.
I thought so. The main event, I mean, the main event wasn't bad, but when you know Seth Rollins is winning, it does kind of puts a little...
Yeah, we knew he was winning without actually knowing he was winning.
Kind of puts a little dampener on it. So we kick off with the North American title. We have Mustafa Ali as the special guest referee. First, and it's Tyler Bate versus Wesley. So Mustafa Ali was a crooked referee. He didn't really call this one down the middle. I wouldn't say he showed favouritism to either side. He was just shit. He was just a bad referee.
He made it all about himself.
He did. Made it all about himself.
Shawn Michaels against Hogan at SummerSlam was a referee.
It's all about me.
Fuck you, I'm not going over.
He wouldn't do the 10 counts. He would do slow 3 counts. Then he would do fast 3 counts. And at the end of the match was weird. It's like he could have done the count out, but he decided to help Wesley back into the ring. Then he helped Tyler Bate up, and all he really did was help Tyler Bate into a kick from Wesley. 1, 2, 3. And then after the match, he had like the audacity, after calling the shittest match of all time, he got both guys' hands and raised them in the air. And then we had this weird looking image of Tyler Bate, Wesley looking at him and thinking,
Tyler Bate and his wee speedos,
thinking, what the hell just happened here? So I mean, I'm glad Tyler Bate didn't win, but I mean, the match didn't really do anything for me.
Everything sucked, man. It's just Mustafa Ali, it almost like it was like, here, how dare this match not end in a flippy gymnastic way? Get in the fucking ring and do your flips.
How dare you have a match without me, damn it. So I mean, maybe we'll get triple threat or something, I don't know. Then we got a quick hype video hyping up Gigi Dolan. She's growing up in the slums. It shows all this graffiti, and she's like, oh, this art helped me grow.
This does off.
I came from a broken home, but this art saved me. Art was my go-to thing. Art gave me strength. We then get Kiana James. She says that she had a little bit in common with Gigi. When she was younger, she was also reckless, but then she grew up and she focused on success because she has ambition, and Gigi couldn't spell ambition, and that she can just keep swimming in a pool of mediocrity. So I thought it was a decent wee promo for Kiana James. Like,
it was, but yeah, it just feels like this whole thing for Gigi Dolan, it's just like the cookie cutter misfit, isn't it? The Outcast promo. What about art? Not a fan of it, like, so I guess we move on. But Kiana James, that bit was alright. Kind of buried her. Yeah, it would be the only time someone got buried tonight, so we'll move on.
Yeah, then we got the Chase University pep rally where I just miss Andrew Chase. It's not the same.
Yeah, I feel like it's just a bit of overacting for Tia Hale. She's just running about like a fucking Speedy Gonzales.
But I get that's her gimmick, like, but I think without Andrew Chase there to kind of monitor it and put it in place, it is a bit cringe.
Aye, yeah.
Like, when she's like a background character reacting to Andrew Chase, I think she's okay, but,
you know what?
But when she's like the main focus of Chase U, I just don't really like it.
Fair play, she's 19, they're pushing her. I think that's the way to go. It's better than getting fucking like 35-year-old plastic face Dana Brooke, mate. Her face is going to fucking break because it's that plastic. She's that pissed she couldn't get the name. See if it was somebody over, man, you wouldn't say that. You wouldn't say...
Oh, Hulk Hogan. Remember Hulk Hogan? Who was Hulk Hogan? Hey, Hulkster, let me tell you something, brother.
Stone Cold, Steve Austin.
The Pebble.
John Cena.
Triple G,
homie.
Michael Sean.
The Show Big. Big Show's pissed. I have to put him in the...
Take her under, right? Kane spelt with a C. You get the point, guys. Save your fuck.
C-A-I-N. Kane.
It's Kane Velasquez. What's he doing?
Murdering someone who touched his... Anyway, let's move on.
You get the point. Save your good. We don't forget your name, but Dana Brooke, you're pissed. So your name isn't really worthy of being remembered.
I corrected myself and still got it wrong. Said the exact fucking thing.
Anyway, yeah. I mean, it is better to push Thea Hale now rather than wait till she's like 33 and decide she wants to have a kid, and then that's her wrestling career over. But Tiffany Stratton comes out and basically says, look, there's no chance you can beat me. Then Duke Hudson's like, next week we're going to be celebrating a Chase U ass whooping. when Thea Hale wins the title, and then he mentions the fact that she's only 19. At least it's only 19. When Joe Biden's mentioning something, it's she was 12, I was 31, but you know how it goes. Aye, Joe,
Come on, man.
Lock him up.
Come on, man.
Fucking Joe Biden. Anyway, enough about Joe. Let's talk about the rest of the show. So, Tiffany Tiffany says there's no way you can make me tap. So what happens? Thea Hall literally makes Tiffany Stratton
Joe
tap
Biden
out.
make 12-year-olds tap. Anyway, let's go, Joe.
Let's hope Trump can put Joe in the fucking crossface and make him tap out in the 2024 elections. Anyway, Tiffany Stratton taps out to Thea Hale, so good for Thea Hale. Probably that pretty much guarantees that she ain't winning next week.
She locks in the Kimura and she taps within like a second. So what? So when she locks it in next week, is that it?
I know, but you could argue like the match, nothing's on the line, like so.
So you just want to give up?
To see if someone lets go.
I know, but
but no, I don't get, like, see, the thing about it, it is a bit retarded in wrestling when they do this, because if it's not a match, see if it's a heel that have got you in the move, it's like, they're not going to let go, are they? Just because you're tapping?
No, exactly.
Unless there's someone there to break the hold. But surely they would break the hold anyway, because they shouldn't be applying a hold to you outside of a match. I've always thought that was weird in wrestling when they're tapping, when it's no match. It's like,
no, but my point is...
But if you're tapping and a match ain't official, then you tapping's not going to do shit.
If Ben Wall up the crossface on Shawn Michaels or maybe Triple H, because never... But imagine Triple H tapped out after half a second. You're like, what's going on there?
Well, there you go, guys. There you go. Yeah, see if someone locked in the crossface on you.
It was Daniel half a second.
See if you were the hardcore champion, you could never tap it.
Well, you're fucked.
24/7 title rule. Every second's a match. Jesus Christ, you get that belt on you, and if you can't tap for the rest of your career, well, that's you beat.
Well, you got retired, mate.
What if you go to sleep for 10 seconds? Do they count you out?
That's what happened. Pat Patterson fell asleep.
10, 9. Anyway, guys.
12-year-old Pat Patterson, folks. The body shop.
The greatest intercontinental champion of all time. Let's represent him here on Pride Month. Any thoughts about Pat Patterson? Like,
just sums up though. Big Pat.
Why is he in the Hall of Fame?
I don't know. I mean, why? Because he's a good guy.
I know. Ben was a good guy.
Well, there's a proof.
What, the Pat Patterson?
There's no proof Ben was.
Exactly. Anyway, let's move on.
This is solving, guys. Come on.
I think we need to do the Chris Benoit podcast part 2.
Pat Patterson knew there was an underage boy in that house and he fucking broke it. Turned into that mortal Hulk Hogan, damn it. And fucking
damn it.
Snapped Daniel like a fucking twig.
That's it. That's what happened. Anyway, let's move on. Let's get out of hand. So she taps it. Then we see footage of the schism from last week. Joe Gacy is upset with himself. He says he's going to take the blame for the loss. Jagger Reed agrees that Gacy's actions are impacting them all. But then Ava, the Rock's daughter, says to Fowler, "How dare you?" Gacy agrees with Fowler though, and he says, "No. The dyad has been hitting harder than ever. It is me. I need to look at myself for our shortcomings." It's like, what the fuck? How have the dyads been going strong? On what planet are the dyads going strong? This is a tag team that we reported 3 months ago got released, and
see, instead of wasting the Rock's daughter's time, why not just have her and the Rock in a mixed tag match against like 2 fucking people that are relevant?
Triple H and Steph
automatically puts her over.
Aye.
Instead of this,
would he not do it?
I think he would. Well, he jobbed at the Rousey match, so he jobbed at his own daughter though.
What if they say to her, "Look, Rock, come back and work a Mania match, and we'll give your daughter a year title reign on Raw"?
Well, she's going plastic and blonde like Charlotte. It's the only way she's going to get.
Anyway, Ava interrupts them and says, "No, we will not fall from one shop. They can't change what happened. 4 roots, 1 tree." Then the dyads walk off.
Not a fan of that.
As Ava and Gacy exchange looks, I guess maybe a couple of those roots are going to be chopped off.
Tree's fucking rotten.
The Diamond Mine are backstage, they're watching the schism. Ivy Nell says the schism only won a few weeks back because of Ava's cheap shot. Julius Creed says the schism is a cancer to NXT and a serious threat they need to consider. Then they make fun of Julius Creed's ears.
Is that that's the least thing you notice is his big fucking dome.
I don't know.
Everything about them sucks.
Yeah, they're not great. Like, the banter wasn't good here.
No.
But Julius Creed was selling it as if he was getting owned, but in
these
reality...
guys should have been called up, not because they're good, because they're boring the tits off me in NXT, do something.
See, to me, I think the Diamond Mine worked better when they had that black guy as the manager.
Aye, Stokely.
And then they worked better. Then they were okay when they had Roderick Strong. See, here's the thing. See, when Roderick Strong was showing 100 times more charisma and personality than these three, that's when you know they're fucked.
Yep.
Because Roderick Strong felt like star power when he was in this group.
God damn.
See, ever since they took Roderick Strong out, the group's been garbage.
Cold Rod.
Roddy, the Cold Piper. Anyway, we get
Cold Piper.
Who cares?
Now, let's move on.
Number one contenders triple threat match. It's Josh Briggs and Brooks Jensen versus Hank Walker and Tank Ledger versus Idris Inoue and Malik Blade.
Just a bunch of jobbers, isn't it?
What's the point of this match? None of them are beating Gallas anyway. So.
You know who won this match? Gallas were watching backstage.
Obviously you weren't.
Jockey Wilson was throwing darts as well.
Obviously you weren't.
I was.
Who won it then?
You tell me.
No, I know.
I asked you first.
I know who won it.
Have I asked you first?
I know who won it.
I asked you first.
You don't fucking know.
I did. Banana off. He did, didn't he? Malik Blade.
What? It was those two. Fuck
See,
me.
I knew who it was. Banana Offie. What's his actual name? Fucking dessert at Pizza Hut.
Are we allowed to say that, mate? I think you could come under a wee bit of criticism there. Idris Inoue.
Idris Inoue.
See, it sounds like Banana Offie, but you're probably not allowed to say that. Because I say his noose sounds like moose, and...
No, I just fucking did. Sue me.
Sue me, brother. Sue me. After the match, Blade and Inoue stood tall. Blade. I want to take a blade to myself watching this crap. Next week, they're taking on the Gallas Boys. The Gallas Boys on top. Gallas Boys fucking suck. There you go. I don't care if you're white, black, or even if you're from Scotland. See if you suck. I'll say you suck. And the fact is, 99% of people in wrestling today absolutely suck. We go backstage. Gallas are going to the pub, but Angel and Humberto show up. Angel and Humberto. They must have took time off of cutting somebody's lawn because they're here. Lawnmower's not... Imagine if they actually pulled up on the Mexico's lawnmowers.
Be fucking interesting.
LW should come out in lawnmowers.
No, they should. Well,
I think Rey Mysterio, to show that he's the leader, should come out in like a lawnmower.
Fan and the lawnmowers come at the back of the fan.
No, I was thinking he comes out in a lawnmower with wheels that you can drive, but the others come out in a push lawnmower, just to show like he's superior to the rest. Nah, Ray's too good to do lawnmowers.
I think Ray just sticks to the fan. And they come at the back of the fan.
They come in the back of the fan.
Across the border. Right, anyway, move on.
Alright, here we go. Up next.
Illegal World Order.
Oh, that's a fucking belter. Illegal World Order. Jesus Christ. Oh man. Yeah. What happened next? Eddie Thorpe's backstage. Damon Kemp shows up and accuses Thorpe of not wanting to fight him. Thorpe says, "I'll fight you. Just name your match." Kemp says he's bringing Raw Underground to NXT in 2 weeks' time. He explains NXT Underground. It's going to be a 20 by 20 ring with no ropes. Only way to win is by TKO or submission. They both issue warnings to each other. Then we get some Olympian guy offers to train.
Gable Stevenson.
That's the one. Offers to train Thorpe. We cut backstage to Roxanne Perez attacking Blair Davenport. Davenport struggles to recover and says it's game on. You know, who was that woman that they said wasn't pretty enough to get signed to WWE?
The one in AEW?
Who is that?
I can't remember her name. I thought that was... No, not Blair Davenport. I don't know. Can't remember her name. I know who you're on about.
Jesus Christ, name it.
I just don't know.
That's not good enough for me, name.
You don't know it either.
I know I don't, but you said you did.
I know who it is. I don't know the name.
Well, I know they said that about Candice LeRae, but I mean, how the hell's Blair Davenport on this roster?
I know, ugly.
If that is the case, like...
She recently returned to AEW, didn't she?
Who?
The one we're thinking of.
I don't know, did she?
I don't know, I can't remember.
Couldn't they tell you? And I don't even know who you're talking about.
Well, let's just move on.
Up next, we've got Dana Brooke versus Cody Jade. I just don't get it. I honestly do not get it. Yeah, Dana Brooke might be getting recycled through the brands like the plastic bit she is, but I don't understand why they think moving people like... And listen, I'll give Corbin a bit of credit. I actually think he's been one of the better things on WWE TV in the past couple of weeks, which just shows you how bad...
hard, but fair play, Corbin.
Shows you how bad the company is at the moment, but it's like, putting these people on NXT is not going to get you a rating.
No.
It's like... At least with Natalia, she's got a bit of name. The fact that she's a heart means Means nothing to me, but
fuck all, to be honest.
it means something to some people. But bringing Dana Brooke to the NXT, what's Dana?
I don't care if Natalia's a hot. So nah, fucking retract that. She's no a draw.
What does more for Cora Jade? Wrestling Natalia or wrestling Dana Brooke?
Neither. Both plastic bags.
What does more?
Alright, obviously Natalia a wee bit, but that doesn't mean Natalia's a draw.
Thank you. No, I never said she's a draw. I said she's got a wee bit more name value.
Name value?
Inside the wrestling business. In terms of like a superstar, nothing, no. She sucks. Natalia's going to move the needle as much as fucking Dana Brooke will. Non-existent needle. It's not moving. But I just feel like Natalia's at least better to have on your resume, you know, like former women's champion.
Right, let's move on.
Related to Bret Hart.
Related to the most boring, overrated bastard on the planet. What a guy.
Yeah. Anyway, we see the match. Dana Brooke gets injured. She pulls her leg muscle. She's going to leave on a stretcher. Cora Jade's mocking her. Dana Brooke's not having it. Jumps off the stretcher. Completely no-sells the injury. The match restarts. Cora Jade locks in a half-boss leg and crap. Or what? Oh, let me repeat that. She locks in a half Boston leg crab.
You said crap though, which would sum up this match. But no, but the problem is with this, it's how's the injury bad enough to get stretchered out, but then you can just continue anyway?
I don't know,
it's
but
not like she sold it.
She didn't even tap. It's like they're trying to protect her here. The referee. Why does Dana Brooke need protection? Honest to fuck.
She doesn't exactly.
Referee stopped it. You just have her tap.
Just stick her in the blue bin.
Give Cora Jade a wee bit I'll give her a win, but no, she does win, but she wins via the referee stoppage, so yeah, whatever. Then we go Mr. Stone and Von Wagner at the empty WWE Performance Center, although it did kind of look like a big arena to me. I thought
half-time heat, but
yeah, I thought
time,
there's
nothing
there. He's talking about the time where he had a condition where he was born and the growth of his skull was limited, so he had to undergo a 14-hour surgery.
Certainly not limited now, man.
When he was just 15 months old, and I guess this explains how he's got a big, massive fucking dome, but fair play to him. The doctors didn't know if he was going to survive. They cut him ear from ear, pulled his face down and gave him life. He talked about how his parents did everything they could. Fawn then recalls the other kids that bullied him, and the other parents didn't want him to be around their kids. Fawn says he knows he looked different. Fawn goes on and says that's enough for today, and he thanks Stone for listening, and then we walk off. He says that he was a monster when he was younger, and
what's he now? Just a wrestler?
I guess so.
So he was better when he was a kid? When he was peeled ear to ear?
I liked this. I enjoyed it.
No, I liked it, but
what I don't get is they introduced him going to a psychiatrist last week, and it was a woman, and he was like, "Oh yes, she's hot. I'm going to go in there." Like, I thought they would have continued with that. Why is he talking to Stone and not the psychiatrist that he visited last week?
He didn't even mention. Maybe he killed her.
Maybe he did. But you know what?
Here, dear.
I just you care more about characters that are getting a little bit of development. So I'd rather listen to Von Wagner speaking about how he feels like a monster because of his big head, and you know that does more for me than him talking about, well, I'm going to get you in the ring and do 2 German suplexes and get a 2.5 count.
Gonna cut you ear to ear, man. Come on.
So it was a nice wee segment. Come back for the break. Yeah, we already mentioned that. Gable Stevenson offered help. Not Wesley. Nathan Fraser thanks that guy with a mask. Just Dragon Lee.
See him?
No, Dragon Lee.
Dragon Lee?
Dragon Lee for being in his corner, and he says, since you helped me win this, I'm going to give you the first shot at it next week. So there you go. Dragon Lee's getting the next shot. I can't see that ending well. Surely we're going to get something to do with Noam Dar. Noam Dar didn't even lose this title, and he's just going to accept it.
I know what's happening.
I don't think that's not going to happen. Then we got a promo with Corbin and Carmelo Hayes. They went back and forth, and I thought it was a really good promo, trading insults. Corbin says he's done this, he's done that.
I wonder how much was scripted, because I feel like Corbin buried him way too much at the end. He didn't even let him respond. He just stuck the fucking hand up.
Yeah, so Corbin's talking about all his accomplishments, what he's done at Mania and all this stuff, and then Carmelo Hayes like, yeah, well, that's because you've got 10 years on me, we'll see what I'm doing in 10 years. He says, what were you doing in 10 years? You were getting cut by the Arizona Cardinals, and then he brought up, if you think you're going to win this title and go back to being Happy Corbin, Corbin then shuts him down and says, here, let me tell you what Happy Corbin done for me. It bought me a $1.8 million house. Something you could never afford. Hayes says that he's gonna win next week, and he says, no matter what happens, I'm gonna be him. Corbin says, if you have to tell everybody that you're him and convince yourself that you're him, then you're probably not him. You're probably a nobody. Corbin then goes on about Hayes being insignificant. Corbin says this is normally where he would crack Hayes in the teeth and leave him laid out, but he doesn't have to do that because he's defeated him on the mic, basically. And then he says, what does he say after this? He says something really, he buries him. Like,
I can't remember what he said to bury him, but I mean, I think just sticking the hand up while Carmelo Hayes was about to respond was absolutely the burial point of the promo. So, I think, on behalf of Shawn Michaels, was this the wrong move? I think it made Carmelo Hayes look extremely weak at the end. I feel like before Corbin responded to him in the last bit, I felt like it was like in Corbin's favour, but it was like a 60-40.
Yeah, he says that I'm going to be celebrating in a house that you can't afford with my wife.
Who's going to be pouring
me champagne out of a bottle that you can't afford. And Hayes doesn't even get to respond. Corbin like literally just pulls the mic down for his mouth. And then
puts the hand up and then throws his mic at his chest.
It's like, what the fuck? Corbin just buried Hayes here. But I think when you come out on top and things like this, it means you're normally going to lose the match. So, but fair play to Baron Corbin, man. He done good. It was a good promo.
Yeah, but as much as matches can bury people, this felt like a burial to me. This was like when The Rock's like, it doesn't matter what your name is. When like he's talking about I mean, like this is like belittling the fucking champion. Like, see, at the end of the day, Corbin's the guy who's had to come down to developmental. Oh, but they're not viewing it development. It is, right? It is.
Well, Hayes did kind of refer, like, why are you here? Because he's talking about his main event run in WrestleMania. Hayes was like, well, what are you doing here? And he said, you've never held the NXT title. You've never had the respect of the people at NXT, the fans of NXT. I mean, it was a good promo overall, but I feel like at the end, Corbin kind of just like, I'm not playing anymore, kid. And then,
man, 10 minutes, fuck off.
But yeah, no, I enjoyed it. Probably the best thing on the show, in my opinion. Then we got Gallas walking to the parking lot. Mark Coffey and Wolfgang are heading to the pub while Joe Coffey takes a phone call about some rats or something. Then Shannon Stacks suddenly jumps out, beats him up, puts him in the trunk, then drives off. My problem is, I feel like in the Attitude Era, with the, let's say, the development here of this little rap feud thing, I felt like on each Raw or SmackDown, you would have got like 3 or 4 of these segments.
Yeah, this was a 40-second clip.
Whereas, see, if you look at it, this thing has been going on for about 6 weeks now, and it's like you get one segment a show.
It's just not enough.
I feel like it just takes so long to play out. I mean, cancel up like the match up next, Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson versus Leon and Valentina. Get rid of that match and just give us a couple more segments. Exactly. I want to know what happens now that Lorenzo is put him in the trunk. I don't want to wait till next week.
No, exactly.
And I'm not saying you can't drag things out, but one segment.
It was a 40-second segment. It's not like they got the time of Corbin or Hayes. Like, he literally just throws him into the back of the car and that's it.
I'm just saying, if this was done in the previous eras, later on, like maybe 20 minutes later, half an hour later, they would have like cut down, I don't know, some building, they would have had them like tied up or something.
Yeah,
but instead we're having to wait a full week to find out. You probably have to wait a full week to get like another 60-second clip.
God damn it!
I'm not burying it, like, but it's just like it's too long, it's too dragged out. I feel like everything with wrestling's at, it's like I feel like even the Bloodline people can say it's good, but it feels like you're getting fucking nowhere.
What did I say? That match was happening Money in the Bank.
It's just so dragged out. Anyway, I don't know who won the women's match. It was Lash Legend, Jakara Jackson,
and then Booker T was singing Miss Jackson by Outkast. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Oh. real?
Booker T was
for real.
Booker T was loving life here, wasn't he?
He was. He was on. Booker T's good.
Booker T, damn it, sucker. Down. Then we got the main event. World Heavyweight title match. Braun Breaker versus Seth Rollins. I mean, it was a decent match. Seth Rollins with the jump to the outside, man, through the announce table. Booker T, mouth wide open. He's like, "What the hell, player?
Chucky ducky
Quack, quack." That's the highlight of the week. Then we had the spear for Breaker, the pedigree for Rollins. Breaker goes for a move off the top rope, misses. Rollins hits not one, but two spears. Two stomps, sorry. Gets the 1, 2, 3. Then he's leaving the ramp. Finn Balor, the loin starts behind me. He comes out and attacks Seth Rollins. Then it gets separated by security guards that are 10 foot bigger than Balor, but Balor beats them both up. And then he gets Seth Rollins back in the ring, and he takes him down, really, and then he has to leave to the side because Trick Williams comes out, and so does Carmelo Hayes, and they save Seth Rollins. And NXT Gold Rush ends with Rollins and Balor yelling at each other as they go head up the ramp. So I'm going to assume that we might be getting, who knows, Rollins and Hayes and Trick versus the Judgment Day.
Maybe Balor, Corbin or something, some form maybe, I don't know.
Maybe a multi-man tag match or something. Anyway, guys, that's it for NXT. Really enjoyed the Corbin Hayes promo. Main event match was decent. Yeah, no, I mean, it was alright. It wasn't great.
I'll give you a 3 out of 10.
That's exactly what I was going to get. A 3 out of 10. That's it, guys. Till next time. Catch you in the next one. Peace.